Hello and welcome to this Ask Me Anything. Susan wrote to me saying that she had pain between her shoulder blades and in her kind of middle back area, and also that she was suffering from anxiety. So what that sounds to me is that you're kind of too much here. There's too much in this middle dantian. In Chinese medicine, we have 3 dantians. That means kind of 3 major energy centers. We have one in the head, one kind of in the center of the chest, and one in the lower belly. If you find your belly button and go 2 fingers below, and you're just below and behind the belly button. So this area here is your lower dantian. And this is your power source. This is where all your energy should come back to. Your attention should be here. And it sounds to me like there's a lot of attention being put in the center of the chest. And where there is a lot of stress and attention, you will get tension. So I'm going to show you some points and some Qigong moves that will help reduce the tension in the upper chest and in the upper back so that you can breathe easier, sleep better, and control your anxiety. The other dantian is the upper dantian, and this is connected with the mind. So we don't want to spend all our time and our energy up here in our head. That's exhausting. We either become frazzled, overwhelmed, or brain fog. We don't want to live in the heart. That can be very overwhelming. Always open and empathetic and connecting with the heart is very draining and overwhelming. The best place to do is come up, visit the heart, connect, and return back to your lower dantian. Bring the energy up to the mind, connect with all of the mind, the yi mind, the universal mind. You don't have to know it all. All the answers are already out there. You just connect in with them and then bring it down to your lower dantian. So let's start here, because what we know is anything we focus on grows. So if we focus a little bit too much on the problem and like, oh, it's really hard to breathe, I'm very stressed, I've got backache, this is going to increase the problem. So let's take our attention down to the lower dantian. So what I want you to do is find your belly button, and then I want to place your hand around it. So you've got your area here. This is the lower dantian, very much to do with sexual energy. You'll know this from my book. Sexual energy in Chinese medicine is not about having sex with somebody. It's your relationship to your life force energy. What gives you the juicy excitement? What gives you your passion? So connect here. Don't be afraid to spend time and attention in your lower belly and your sexual organs. So what we're going to do is find the sexual organs, give them a wobble, give your lower belly a wobble, rub your kidneys, really bringing all your attention down to the lower belly, rubbing your kidneys, sweep it around to the lower belly and hold your belly button. Let's do it 3 times. Let's do it again. And around and down. One more time. And around. And we're going to take some dantian breaths, some lower dantian breaths. So I want you to inhale, big belly. Imagine that's expanding like a big balloon, and then exhale, send the belly button back to the spine. Inhale, really feel like you're filling your sexual organs, that whole inguinal crease here, big belly. Exhale, belly button back to the spine. Engage your core. Inhale, big belly. Exhale, belly button back to the spine. And relax. Take a few natural breaths. So just breathing naturally, and I'm going to do some tapping. This is called dough in. Really good for getting the blood circulation going, also moving lymph that might be stuck. So I'm going right down to the inguinal crease and coming up to the hip bone, down and up. Right over the lower belly, increasing attention to the lower belly. And wherever attention goes, energy flows. and wherever energy flows, blood goes. So we want this area to really be filled with blood and qi. Qi being yang, moving the energy. Blood being yin, nourishing the body. Yin is the female, it's the dark, it's the nourishing. Yang is the active, it's the bright, it's the sunny, it's the moving. So we've got our lower dantian nice and settled here. So now I'm going to carry on that tapping, and I'm going to tap right on the sternum, right into the middle of the sternum. You can find this by putting your thumbs underneath your armpits, bring your middle finger over right to the middle of the breastbone here, right on the midline of the body. And you could come across where the nipples could be, would be, should be, maybe, and press here, CV17, center of the chest. And I want you to just breathe here and hold your lower belly and see if you can connect these 2 points, the lower belly, the lower dantian, and the middle of the chest. Inhaling. And as you exhale, feel a connection and feel the energy just begin to dissipate and feel it begin to just sink into the sexual organs. Feel that whole area of the lower belly receiving any tension or energy that may have got stuck around. Now what I want you to do is go either side of the sternum, and we're going to work the kidney channel here. Kidney is the water element, and we're coming either side of kind of like the heart protector and the heart area. So this water in the kidneys is going to really kind of quench the heart fire. So if the fire has become too tense, too inflamed, if the heart has become very inflamed, maybe you get a red tongue, maybe you get a red face, maybe you get anxiety. Working these kidney meridians either side of the breastbone in the intercostal spaces will help the kidney energy water flow, cooling that heart fire that has gone into excess. So I'm in the intercostal spaces either side of the sternum. Here and again, here, coming up, spirit mound point, connecting with the ancestors, all the kidneys, storing the roots of the body, our very DNA, our ancestral energy. And I'm coming up to kidney 27. Kidney 27, you find the knobbly bits of the collarbone fall off, and just under there, you'll find kind of like a hollow. And let's massage, tap, press and hold. You can do this longer. I'm just on a video. People have short attention spans. So what I want you to do is connect in with your body. And this might take more time than we have on this video. I can feel here, this side is a little bit more stuck, a little bit more solid. So I'm just moving into that. Remember, this is your body you're pressing, not just a simple button. So I'm coming back up to kidney 27 and working my way back down to CV17. And let's tap all around here. Let's tap. You can use your fingers, you can use your knuckles. And again, let's tap to the lower dantian. Rubbing and pressing the lower dantian. Now let's work on the area between the shoulder blades in that middle back. Behind, in between the shoulder blades, this is sometimes considered where the shadows of the heart are. Anything that the heart doesn't want to see, that maybe it's too painful, so it's sent to the back of the heart. I love Chinese medicine for these wonderful poetic descriptions. So these shadows of the heart can just kind of get stuck and stored in between the shoulder blades. So I'm going to show you and demonstrate a move called opening the gates. Opening the gates, that's going to really work that area behind the in between the shoulder blades on the back. I'll demonstrate first and then I'll break it down. Okay, that's called opening the gates, and I'm going to break it down for you now. So you can normally do this Qigong move standing, and I will be doing this Qigong move in the free class that I have at the end of each month. So we're going to open the arms, and as we open the arms, the palms are going to be out. This is a variation. If you do Qigong, you might know this is spinal cord breathing. This is a variation on spinal cord breathing. So I'm opening the chest. I'm not forcing. I'm just opening that chest. You can feel that point open. And then as I come down, I'm bringing the backs of my hands together as if I'm going to dive into the sea, and my chin is going to come down to my chest. Backs of the hands are together. Inhaling, open. Exhaling, diving forwards. Now, rather than pushing or doing too much, I would say go at 70%, and it's better to do it regularly and often rather than with too much force infrequently. You know, if you're trying to push, no, let this just flow and let it move. Opening and closing the gates. Predominantly, this is working on heart protector 6, which is another great point. Balance in an unsteady world, great for car sickness, dizziness, vertigo. So you find it by 3 fingers from the corner of the wrist, and in the middle, in between the tendons, you press here. And then on the other side, it's triple heater 5, the outer gate, 3 fingers, just also in the groove in the middle. So I want you to feel those points on both sides. The outer gate is really great for releasing viruses, opening the gates of the body and releasing anything you don't want. And as I said, this point on the middle, heart protector 6, is really great for balance in an unsteady world if you're anxious. So with those points in mind, let's do the movement of opening the gates again. Inhale. And exhale. Backs of the hands are together. Feel into those points. Inhale, open. Exhale, open the gates. Inhale, open the gates. Exhale. And feel that area between your shoulder blades closing and opening. And as you do that, imagine the spiraling energy coming up your spine and spiraling out through the front of your heart. And release. We're going to give another little tap. See if there's any difference, see if there's any change. Tapping into that CV17 point. And now let's tap down to the middle Dantian. And just to finish off, let's scrape through the hair, over the neck, over the chest, and down to the lower belly. Smooth over the hair, stroke the neck, over the chest, and down to the lower belly. One more time, over the hair, stroke the neck, and down to the lower belly. Always returning to the lower belly. Come up, meet people, be compassionate, but find your resource, find your core in your lower belly. Come up, have thoughts, connect, ask questions, find answers, but bring the energy back down to the lower Dantian. Taking breaths here, and whatever you focus on grows. So Susan, I really wish that you are happy and wish that you are well. And may all beings everywhere be happy, safe and well. Have a chi-filled day. Don't forget, if you found this content interesting or helpful, subscribe below. You'll get all the new episodes when they're released. And don't forget to ask me a question. I use your questions to create the content that you need and want. Have a chi-filled day.